The sudden shift to remote work during the pandemic was supposed to be temporary, but years later, millions of people are still working from home. And we're seeing the musculoskeletal consequences of ergonomic disasters that were initially acceptable as short-term solutions but have become chronic health problems. The perfect storm of factors created this situation. Sudden remote work transition without ergonomic preparation or guidance. Employers not providing home office equipment, expecting employees to make do with what they had. Boundaries between work and personal life dissolving, people working longer hours, eating lunch at their desks, never fully separating from work mode. Home office setups often violate every ergonomic principle simultaneously. Laptops on couches, creating extreme forward head posture and asymmetric sitting. Working from bed, which is possibly the worst possible work location. Dining chairs for 8-hour workdays, chairs designed for occasional meals, not sustained sitting. Kitchen tables too high or too low, creating shoulder and wrist problems. The specific remote work challenges compound these issues. Shared space with family means you can't always set up an ideal workspace. The kitchen table serves multiple functions. It's homework space, dining space, workspace, so you can't leave a permanent ergonomic setup. Lack of environmental cues to stand and move in an office, walking to meetings, or the printer provides some movement. At home, you might sit for hours without moving. Optimization strategies exist even in challenging circumstances. Dedicated workspace, even in a small apartment, having a specific area that's work-only helps create boundaries and allows some ergonomic setup. Minimal equipment investment with maximum impact. A laptop stand or monitor riser costs $20 to $50 and dramatically improves screen height. A separate keyboard and mouse, another $30 to $50, solves the laptop ergonomic problem. Establishing routines that replace office environmental structure, scheduled breaks, deliberate movement, defined work hours. The hybrid work complexity adds another layer. Alternating between office and home requires adaptation to different setups. Your body doesn't have time to fully adapt to either environment. Traveling with ergonomic equipment becomes necessary if you're working from coffee shops or co-working spaces. Maintaining good habits across different environments requires conscious effort and systems. Policy needs are significant and largely unaddressed. Employer responsibility for home office safety is unclear under OSHA guidelines, creating a regulatory gap. Some progressive employers provide remote work equipment stipends or ship ergonomic equipment to employee homes, but many don't. Workers' compensation for home office injuries is legally ambiguous in many jurisdictions. What concerns me is the invisibility of home office ergonomic problems. In a traditional office, if everyone had terrible setups, it would be visually obvious. At home, people are suffering in isolation. There's no collective visibility of the problem that might drive organizational change. People assume they're individually failing to adapt to remote work when actually they're dealing with structural ergonomic problems. The long-term health implications are still emerging. We're only a few years into mass remote work. The chronic pain, repetitive strain injuries, and spinal problems developing now may not show their full consequences for years. We're essentially running an uncontrolled experiment on the musculoskeletal health effects of poorly equipped home offices. For individuals currently dealing with home office pain, the priority is making your workspace as ergonomic as possible with available resources. Employer-provided equipment is ideal, but if that's not available, even modest personal investment in basic ergonomic equipment can make a significant difference. Don't accept chronic pain as an inevitable part of remote work. The work location changed, but your body's ergonomic needs didn't.